This is a video to show you how to fill the annular sample can for bases. I have everything ready here in the table, and you will just need to take these things inside the glove box where your samples are already. So here is my sample can, here is the annulus, here is a aluminum wrap, sample can lid, a ring that we need for the screws, and an O-ring made of indium to seal the sample can. And so we take first this piece of aluminum foil. I have already cut it into the right size, and I open it like this, and we will take your sample. I don't have it here now, so I will just demonstrate. We will take your sample, you take a spatula, and you take your sample and you spread it all over here evenly in very, very thin layer. And you leave a little space on the edges that you don't put the sample in. Once you have put your sample in here, you close this one, and then you will just fold the edges so that the sample stays nicely inside here. So we have kind of envelope where the sample is inside. We bend or fold all the edges here, and once we have done that, we will take the annulus, this part, and there is it's hollow inside, and on the other end it's closed. So we put it standing to the closed side, and we take the aluminum pouch and we roll it all over here. We want it to be as tightly towards the annulus as possible. And then we hold it with finger, and we take the sample can and we insert it here. And just pull it down, and at the end we can tap it a little bit so that we have the aluminum pouch going as low as possible to the bottom of this can. The sample beam height at bases is 5 centimeters, so it comes, the sample at the beam height is about 3 centimeters, so it comes a little bit higher than the mid of the can here. Once this is done, we take the indium ring, we put it around here, around the outer part, and now we take the sample can lid, we put this one on the top, and we want the holes in the lid and the holes that are in this sample can overlap so that we can see through. And there are no threads in these holes, so we need this kind of ring that has the threads, and we put this one below. And we also align it so that the holes are at the same place with the lid and the sample can. And then we start to take the screws, and since you are working in a glove box, you probably want to use tweezers, it's easier. What I do usually is I put all the screws in here before I start to tighten them. Of course, you don't need, when you are in a glove box, you don't need to hold this ring all the time. You just put the screws. And once you have all the screws here, it's important how how you start to tighten the screws, because you want to seal the sample can. So we want to do it, start with one particular screw, it doesn't matter which one. So we close it, but we don't tighten it very tight. And then we make like star kind of pattern. We don't want to do it one by one, because otherwise we seal it on this side, but we can't seal it anymore on the other side. So we make it like a star. We always jump over a few screws. And once you have them all like finger tight, or you know, not tight but closed, so that you haven't like used any force here yet. So once that is done, once they are all down here, then you start to tighten them one by one, and then you can use some force one by one, as much as you can tighten by finger, by hand. And once that's done, your sample is ready. I don't want to tighten it now because you can still use this one. So I will open this one and put it ready for you. For this metal tray, I will put a couple of sample cans here. Insert lid, O-ring, screwdriver, couple of O-rings. I have one extra right aluminium piece that is cut into the right size. So I will put this all ready for you in this metal tray. And then you have this paper here that you have to sign, and then you can take this one inside the glove box and post this paper here on top of the glove box when you start to work. Good luck!